Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 25, I think. I'm not sure on the episode number, actually. But let's try Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025, either 24 or 25. But yeah, thank you for joining me, guys. I do hope you're ready to get into some more college hoops. We're going to try to jump into a game here early. It's early on in the day in real life, and coming off some really heartbreaking losses. Really tough ones. Okay, yeah, it is episode 25. Where we've been playing well, but just coming up short in the second half and stuff like that. We're 358th, which is almost the worst in the league. But we're also learning how to play, of course. So it is what it be. But let's go to the play sim and get started right away. We'll sim some more games. I think everything's good to go. Albany goes to 6-2. And we're last in the conference, unfortunately, by a couple games, actually. North Eaton's still undefeated, but unranked at 6-0. Let's see what's happening in the league itself. See if we can scoop up a win here as we play, I think, San Francisco next. Number 22, Arkansas, goes to 7-1. 20, Dayton goes to 7-1. Looking for that second win for us. It's been tough. We learned a lot about our team. It's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun, of course. Pittsburgh Christian goes to 6-2 with the loss. Connecticut goes to 6-1. UConn. But Virginia Commonwealth goes to 6-1. Washington, D.C., 7-2. Stanford is still undefeated, 5-0. So some pretty cool stuff going on. But we're going to try to fix our team again, guys. We made drastic changes recently, and it seems to have worked. Like, it's keeping us in games a bit. It's just probably Texas 7-0, number 18. It's just combined with my coaching probably not being that good and just having not that much talent to play with. It's been tough, but we're going to keep practicing, literally and figuratively. Because we're going to hit the practice plan and stuff like that. And our guys are going to get better. And next year, we're going to have 3 new freshmen coming in, 2 redshirted, and then Jabari Saucer, which I could redshirt him maybe, or might actually play him because it's I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have a lot of guys coming back next year. That's the point. Everyone except Stephen Favors and Nick O'Connor, I think, comes back. So that is going to be absolutely wild. Appalachian State 0-6. And then, of course, there's the issue of 2026 version of college basketball coming out soon. Cal stays undefeated, 5-0, which we may go ahead and switch to. Most likely will. Maybe we can import our save. Maybe we can just start over. Number 4, Alabama, 9-0. That was a bit of an upset there. Kentucky, 10-0. Number 1, 13, Nashville, 8-0. Dang, son. Southeast Louisville gets their first win, 1-6. I know those feels, but we started the season 1-0. It was so promising. I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. And then we just proceeded to get rocked. Today is Wednesday. Let's sim the games. We have a few days to go, I guess, before ours. Florida State goes to 6-2. Bot 25 Texas Tech wins. Durham gets a win. So it's just really fun seeing all the logos, seeing who's doing well and stuff like that. Number 6, North Carolina, 7-1. And it's going to be even more interesting when our players get better, when we maybe pick a better team in the 2026 version. We're not going to pick too much of a better team. I want to build from the bottom up. But, it takes time in these simulations. It's not a right-away thing. And that's what I like about it. You can play a few seasons and really get invested in it and involved. Number 11, Milwaukee, 7-1. 8-1, number 9, Omaha. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun times. Hope you guys are enjoying it if you've been watching the series or just kind of looking in once in a while. It's been a lot of fun. West DC with a rare loss takes him to 6-2. But yeah, searching for that second win. We're going to play San Francisco next, I think. We've been close in most of the games. That's the thing. And then guys just, like, we have a little stretch where we fall apart a little bit and then we can't catch back up, which is probably coaching and stuff like that. But West Lafayette went to number 12. Florida 5-1. Hempstead 5-2. But yeah, it's still fun. Losses and all. I mean, when you pick a bad team, you're going to have a rough season. But once we get to conference play, I kind of have hopes that it's going to be more winning for us, because I don't think a lot of these teams are very strong. You can see maybe South Carolina State at 6-3. But the rest of the teams are right there. We may not finish last if we, can get some wins in conference play. Then there's going to be the conference tournament. Lots of fun to be had still. I mean, we're not going to get any kind of bid, most likely. South Dakota 0-7 this season. But, we're playing hard. Just have little stretches each game where we kind of fall apart. But, San Jose State 6-0. Missouri with a loss. They were ranked, I think, number 17. Philly goes to 6-1. Very cool. So I think our game is on the 8th, so it should be on the schedule now. Yep. Mid-Eastern Conference is all in attendance here. We're in action. It's a Thursday. And we're going up against San Francisco Noblemen, and then our first home game in 4 days. So let's check out the San Francisco Noblemen. San Francisco scouting report. Check them out. Their best players, small forward Marcus Roberts. Their shooting guard, though, Nick Stanfield, averages a little more points per game. Again, we have the bench advantage. Scoring 40 points off the bench, that's pretty nice. Their bench also pretty good, though. We have no advantage with Nick and Justin Quick. And they have the advantage at almost every other position. Point guard, small forward, and power forward. But I'm thinking maybe we're going to keep the same lineup. We're going to try this lineup. So Marcus Roberts is technically their best player. They run a normal paced offense, allow their players a significant amount of offensive freedom. Outside of the sets in the half court, they sport a balanced attack, with their primary set being the shuffle offense. Defensive style, they rarely seem to press in the half court. Their primary defense is man-to-man, and they use a 1-2-2 full court press for pressure defense, and they got blown out to Kentucky last game. Charles Lake, our leading scorer, at 13.8. Nick Stanfield at 12.6. Joel Boone is our passing leader. Alan Barker, their starting point guard, averages more, and Nick O'Connor. They don't seem to get many rebounds if their leading rebounder is only 4.8. Oh, 180, that's not bad. They don't put up a ton of points, but they don't give up that much either. They don't assist it well, but they do rebound decently. And, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. They're 2-0 against quad 4 teams, which would probably be us. And, should be interesting. Oh my gosh, look at the talent they have. It's going to be a tough one. If we look at our depth chart, though, yeah, I guess we'll start with this group. Bring Duplessis in. I don't know why it has him at point guard. I'm sure I never set that. Point guard would be Charles Lake. And bring in Bobby White, Ivan Carroll, Mitchell, Favors. Let's even get Doug Price in here a little bit. We'd like to put him in the last couple minutes to hit a 3 in the first half. Well, that's Muhammad. Let's put Price in there. Muhammad maybe earned a few minutes in the game. Right there. Not sure about the second half for those guys. And Tim Jones we'll just use, as we need. But that's the lineup we're going to go with. Duplessis and Bobby White, star talents. And Javon Mitchell's been playing well. So we'll see how it goes. Let's hit play sim and give it a go against the 2-3. They're 2-0 at home. They're only 2 wins of the season. Plus, when we're playing at home, we may fare better. And we'll see how it goes. 8-1, number 23, Indiana. Northwestern State drops to 0-6. So yeah, Eastern Washington 1-7. Sorry about that, guys. 0-7, Georgia State. We've been in mostly every game. We've kind of been in them a little bit, to an extent. To an extent, we have been. Number 13, Nashville over number 9, Kansas. Go by too fast. I could stop it, but no big deal. Loudenville 1-6. Number 17, Missouri goes to 7-2. Maybe we'll watch some games when conference time comes around. There's South Carolina State 7-3. Impressive. Central Connecticut State goes to 6-3 with a loss. This is a pretty talented team we're going to be up against. We may not be in this one too well, but Bethlehem drops to 1-6. Alabama A&M to 1-6. 1-6. Ooh, Appalachian State gets their first win, taking them to 1-6. 2-6. Southeast Louisville gets the win. And here we are at San Francisco Arena. Give it a go. Offensively, we want to start by running flex, favor the outside, high offensive pace, bit of freedom. We want to crash the boards offensively. I'm going to hold off on look for threes and just let it play naturally. Defensively, we want to play man-to-man. 2-2-1 half-court trap that we're going to use. Defensive crash boards low for now. Defensive intensity a bit lower. Marcus Roberts guarded by Waylon George is going to be tough, but we'll see how it goes. Let's tip it off. See what happens. They win the tip. Once we get it in the second half. Roberts, right over. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot over George there. Like defending. Stanfield puts up the shot. Great look there and knocks it down. Back comes Joel Boone. They're in a 3-2 zone. Freeman dumps it off to Nick at the elbow. Nice ball handling. Puts it up and scores it. Rattles one home. Nice to see Nick aggressive early. It's Quick. Justin Quick puts on the floor. Nick is there, fouls him. And we don't want Nick to get into foul trouble early. We know how that goes. Justin Quick, the center, hits his first. This is the second. They get the rebound, though. English rebounds it. Here's Quick again, guarded by O'Connor. Quick lets one go. Freeman gets the board, outlets it to Joel Boone. There's Charles Lake, who I told to shoot more threes. Gives it to Nick. Nick puts up a shot. Wow, how did he get that one to hit? 4 points for Nick. And maybe that look for threes turned off is a good move. Quick with the ball. Guarded by Nick. Justin Quick takes a shot and hits the deep two. Here comes Boone. First lead change to Freeman. Swings it to Nick, who's demanding the ball early. Makes a move. They're in man-to-man. Waylon George. This is Charles Lake. Lake shoots. Can't get it to go, but nice look at it. Outlet to Alvin Barker. Marcus Roberts in the corner. He's their great player. Takes a shot off the mark. Joel Boone, the smallest guy, gets the board and then Quick steals the pass from Boone. They go the distance, but Boone is whistled for the foul. Nice foul there. Stop the easy two. Sends Nick Stanfield to the line. Makes the first two. Comes Boone to Freeman. So when we're not looking for the three, pass is knocked out. Refs call it the kickball. We're actually attacking and shooting some mid-range shots and stuff, and Nick seems to be more involved. That's for sure. Justin Quick with the foul. Yeah, it seems like Nick is way more engaged when we're not just looking for threes, which maybe that's the change we needed. Charles Lake can't get it to go, but nice to see him aggressive early. Rob English with the second rebound. 3-point game. English has position on Freeman. Shoots, and Freeman's whistle for the foul. He worked the ref a little, and I get warned. On shooting. It's our third team foul. Marcus Roberts, Waylon George has the tough matchup on him. Here's Stanfield. And Freeman gets the steal and goes the distance. Pushes it up to Nick, who throws it down. Nick has all 6 of our points. Almost a steal there. Marcus Roberts throws down a jam. They broke our half-court trap. Back comes Joel Boone. Competitive game early. Here's Nick demanding the ball. To Brandon Freeman at the elbow in the flex. George puts it up, can't hit, but we get a good shot. Quick with the ball. Connor's there. Alvin Barker receives the pass. Waylon George defending Roberts. Good defense early. Freeman on the defensive end. Shoots over. No. Passes it to Marcus Roberts. Great defense here. And it was kicked, so it's going to reset the shot clock to 20, unfortunately. But good defense. Good defense all around. We're pushing them out. Roberts takes a shot over George. George grabs the board. Outlet pass to Boone. And Quick steps in and steals it from Boone, and they go the distance. Nick Stanfield with the score. Boone with his second turnover. Charles Lake. Pass is taken by Boone in the corner. Drives a little bit. Fouled, and he comes up short, so a nice play by Justin Boone. And it's a timeout. Joel Boone. Do we want to make any changes early? Brandon Freeman has an assist, a rebound, and a steal. Very nice. 5 minutes in. Let's bring out Jerron Duplessis and put Charles Lake at the 3 with Duplessis, Boone, Freeman, and O'Connor. Motivate the team. Let me show a little concern to Joel Boone. No response. And if we get to run a play, we'll run a pick and roll with Charles Lake and Nick O'Connor. But Boone's going to shoot 2. Knocks down the first. And hits the second. Joel Boone converts from the line. He's got 2 points now. 3-point game. Back in the half-court trap. Pass taken by Roberts. Now guarded by Charles Lake. Quick guarded by O'Connor. Doesn't want to get that second foul. Stanfield. Tough shot. Off the mark. Boone with his second board. Jerron Duplessis. To Nick at the elbow. Dumps it to Duplessis down low. Looks to make a move, and he missed it, but he's going to shoot 2. Nice aggressive move by Jerron Duplessis, and we're kind of pounding it inside, which is surprising now that we don't have that look for threes turned on. We're looking for 2s, and it's a 1-point game. English gets it. So that's not a setting I don't think you want to leave on all game. But they're getting good position here. Nick O'Connor, no, his second foul. So we're going to have to go to the bench. We're going to have to go to Stephen Favors. And pass was kicked by the defender. Got a little bit of momentum. Duplessis on defense. Freeman out top. Justin Quick with the pass. Favors is there. Trying to guard him now. Stanfield. Good defensive possession here. Misses shot. Boone with his third board. And a foul, number 2 on Barker. So he's going to go to the bench. Very nice, very nice. I'm taking it early. Comes Joel Boone, Brandon Freeman. Flex is working as well. Charles Lake on the block to the elbow. Lake lets one go. He can't get it going early. Stanfield with the pass. We may make a change to get Lake out of there for a little while. Freeman on defense. Favors is there at the top of the key. Daniels puts up a shot. Lake gets the board. So we might not want to shift him out yet. Freeman at the elbow. Stephen Favors, he's been excellent lately. Throws a terrible pass over the head of Lake. Let's let Lake get a breather and bring in... Bobby White. And Boone has rebounded well, but let's bring in Javon Mitchell. A little spark off the bench. Let's go. English with the ball. It's Roberts, guarded by Bobby White. Puts one up over him. Bobby White gets the rebound. Outlets to Javon Mitchell. Here comes Javon Mitchell. To Favors. Looking to make a play, and he throws up a brick. But nice aggressive move by Favors. I don't think we've taken a 3 yet. 0 for 0. They're 0 for 6 from downtown. Make that 0 for 7. Here comes Favors. We have to capitalize, though. Here comes Javon Mitchell. Javon Duplessis in the corner. Back to Mitchell. 2-man game. On the strong side. Duplessis at the foul line. Lets one go. Can't get it to go. But I like this. And Duplessis gets ignored by the ref. Got to work the ref a little bit. I get ignored. Scott Perez. And one. How do you get that one to fall? Fouled by Mitchell. And converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Javon Mitchell puts up the quick 3. Cannot get it to go. Daniels outloads to Perez. Roberts with the ball. Getting ready to make a move. Favors is all over him. Beautiful D by Favors with the rebound. Finishes out the defensive possession. Duplessis on the wing. Might have a look at a 3. Swings it over to Freeman, and it's kicked. And a timeout. So let's leave this lineup out there. Motivate the team. Entire team playing well. Let's run a 3-pointer. For the ball handler will be Javon Mitchell, and the shooter will be Javon Duplessis. Let's try that. Try to cut it to 1 here. Comes Mitchell. Gets it to Duplessis on the play. He's got it on the wing. Lets a 3 go. Cannot hit. Daniels with the board. Duplessis 0 for 2 from the field. Perez goes out of bounds. Last touch by the defense. We do have some momentum, it seems. Gonna leave Freeman out there. He's playing well. A steal, a rebound, a block. Still, there's Perez guarded by Duplessis. Alexander guarded by Bobby White. Lets one go and finally puts it through from downtown. 7-point lead, largest of the game. Mitchell to Duplessis. They're in a 3-2 zone. Duplessis puts up a shot, comes up short. Well, he's aggressive early, but can't get it to go. He'll start getting it to go. And a defensive foul on Duplessis. We're in the penalty. Or next shots in the penalty. Next foul's in the penalty. Michael Daniels in the corner. Alexander guarded by White. To Red. Mitchell's there. Good defensive possession here. Red shoots, missed it badly. Freeman gets his second board. Outlet pass to Mitchell. To Duplessis. Duplessis shoots and he's blocked. So he's a bit cold. We're going to probably get a 20-second timeout, 30-second timeout. Red attacks the rim. Mitchell's all over him. Ball knocked out of bounds by the defense. 2 fouls. I'm going to bring Nick back in. We can't let this one get out of hand. And Duplessis is 0-4. Let's let him take a little breather and get Waylon George back out there. Let's go. Hopefully Nick doesn't get that foul. Alexander, guarded by Bobby White, puts one up and drains the bucket. 9-point lead. Javon Mitchell to Waylon George. See if he can get it going. To Nick. Being aggressive right when he comes back in. Bobby White. The top. Lets one go and drains a 3. Sinks the long one. Nice shot by Bobby White. Gets it to Perez, who's guarded by Waylon George. Puckett, guarded by O'Connor. O'Connor trying not to get that 3rd foul. Daniels drains a triple off the glass. Oh my, the center. Makes it the biggest lead of the night at 9. Stephen Favors, the foul line, takes a shot. Textbook jumper for Stephen Favors. Nicely done. Assisted by no one. Defensive foul on Favors, number 1 on him. They're in the penalty. And it's a 9-point gem. Let's take a little 30-second timeout. Javon Mitchell's been a little quiet. Joel Boone. Let's bring out Joel Boone again and motivate the team. Let's praise Nick O'Connor. Seems a little more motivated, and we'll run a pick and roll with Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. Let's go. See if we can get a score here. Cut into the lead. Boone brings it across. Boone attacking the rim. Open jumper at the foul line. Can't get it to go. Point guard Joseph Red gets the board. Alexander in the corner to Puckett. Nick is there. Perez. Puckett arguing with the ref. Trying to get Nick that foul. And the pass sails out of bounds. Back we come. 9-point game. Joel Boone. Waylon George is yet to get on the scoreboard. Gets it to Nick. Nick puts up the shot. It's a brick, but he's going to shoot 2. Drains the first of 2. He's got 7 to lead the way. Nice to see him very aggressive early and drains both. Referee ignores Joel Boone. Half-court trap. Puckett again, trying to get that foul on O'Connor. Fancy dribbling. O'Connor's there. Shoots over him, and Nick gets the board. They're desperately trying to get Nick that 3rd foul. Waylon George. George shoots. Can't get it to go. Joel Boone, the offensive rebound. Putback is no good. I get warned by the ref. We're playing tough early. Bobby White in the defense. Puts up the shot. No good. Bobby White with the 2nd board. Outlet to Joel Boone. And pass for Waylon George deflected out of bound and a timeout taken. Okay. Good job, guys. We're going to maybe leave this lineup out there. Let's look at matchups. Michael Daniels, he has 5 points. English, yeah, guard English because he hasn't even taken a shot yet. But if I move a sub I was going to try to make, Favors has 2 points, 2 rebounds. I was going to put in Brandon Freeman for Favors. We'll let him rest up a little bit. We'll let this go. Motivate the guys, the entire team. Praise. Let's run a pick and roll with Joel Boone and you know what? Let's run a 3-pointer. Joel Boone gets it to Waylon George. Try to get Waylon George going. Boone takes the inbounds pass. And can't handle the pass. George can't handle the pass from Boone. Unforced turnover. Pass taken by Roberts. Bobby White is there. And a foul on White. It's number 1 on him. They're going to be shooting the penalty. 1-1, I think. Marcus Roberts. He's been quiet. Misses a second. Favors outlets to Joel Boone. Nick O'Connor on the wing. Lets one go. Comes up short. Nick Stanfield, the shooting guard, with his 3rd rebound. Nick being very aggressive early. We're 1 of 6 from downtown, by the way. Rob English guarded by Nick. Probably try to take him here. Favors on defense. Stanfield guarded by George. Good defense. Bob English gets the board. Can't put it back in. Favors with his 4th rebound. Outlets it to Boone. Here's Waylon. Stephen Favors on the block. Waylon George down low. George shoots. Can't get it to go. Marcus Roberts there. So we're getting some good looks. And it's a very competitive game. Our guys are playing pretty well. Marcus Roberts misses. Daniels gets the board. Makes a move. It's Perez. Rebounding, of course, being an issue. Stanfield shoots and drains it. It's a tough shot in traffic. 10-point game. Biggest lead of the night. Waylon George gets it. Joel Boone on the block. Trying to make it go. He's fouled and the shot's off the mark. Joel Boone. Down low. Let's get Brendan Freeman back in. And put him at the 4. Bobby White's playing well. He has a 3 and 2 rebounds. But let's see. Last 5 minutes of the half. Let's get Waylon George is 0 for 3 with a rebound, but good defense. Let's get Doug Price in there for some fresh legs and see how that goes. We're converting from the line, which is nice. Joel Boone, all 3 of his points at the line, make it 4. 9-point or 8-point gem. Back comes Perez. I want to make sure the matchups are right. Nick guards him. Freeman guards Justin Quick, and Stanfield hits a 3-pointer, pushing the lead to 11. But I like how our guys are playing. There's Waylon George. Back to Joel Boone, who's actually posting up. The little guy posting up, shooting. Nope, he's calling a travel. His 4th turnover. And he's 0 for 2 from the field. He does have 4 rebounds, though. He's struggling a little bit. Let's see if Charles Lake can get it going at the point guard position. And we'll bring in Jerron Duplessis, too. For Waylon George. Let's go. Back they come. Lead is 11. They're trying to push it even further. Freeman guarding the dangerous Quick, who shoots a 3, and Freeman fouls him. So now he's shooting 3. Misses the first. Makes the second. And drains the third. Biggest lead of the night of 13. Offense, let's try to run the Princeton a little bit. Freeman's got it. Doug Price gets a pass. He's usually aggressive. Lets one go, and no turnover on him. He traveled. No worries, guys. Come on, we're turning it over way too much. 6 to their 2. From Stanfield. English with it. O'Connor's there. Quick with the ball. Trying to pad this lead. Good defensive possession here. Price guards Roberts. Quick, who's dangerous. Duplessis on the defense. Lets a shot go, and Duplessis gets the board. Outlets to Charles Lake. Pass taken by Freeman. Pass taken by Duplessis. I'm going to work the ref here in a little bit. Duplessis puts up a shot and beautiful looking 3-pointer. Nice shot by Duplessis. Quick with the pass. And he passes it over the head of Stanfield. And a timeout. So, all right, this unit has cut it to 10. Let's motivate the team. Teron Duplessis, praise him for that 3. And we'll choose a play. We'll run a pick and roll, Charles Lake and Nick O'Connor. Get Nick another touch, or Charles Lake even, to Nick on the block. Pick and roll, dumps it to Price. Lets one go. Good look, but can't get it to fall. He'll shoot 2. Nice aggressive play to draw the foul by Dougie Price. Trades the first of 2 and hits them both, and we are converting, which is rare for us from the foul line. Half-court trap. Quick with the ball. Freeman is there. He's down low, though. Gregory Bennett, guarded by Duplessis. 8-point game. Keith Alexander rattles one home to push it to 10. Duplessis with the ball. Over to Nick. Knocked out of bounds. Gonna work the ref here a little bit. Nick gets the pass on the block. Puts it on the floor. Up and no good. I'm gonna work the ref. I get warned. Thought he was fouled on that play. Bennett in the corner. Duplessis is there. Michael Daniels on the block. Alexander, Dougie all over him. Not my Dougie, but my Dougie Price. Freeman on the defense. Quick. Great defensive possession thus far. Here's Daniels. Puts one up and fills it up. 12-point gem. Back comes Lake. Gets it to Nick on the block. I don't want to get warned again. Here's Duplessis. To Freeman. We're running the Princeton. Freeman tries to make a move. Hits Doug Price in the corner. Nick down at the basket. I want to work the ref so much. Teron Duplessis. I do warn him. Or he warns me again. And they throw it down. 14-point game. It's Charles Lake to Duplessis. Our guys are struggling right now. Come on, Nick. Bust a move. If we could just draw a foul. A 3 is no good by Duplessis. And they advance it. We might need a 30-second timeout here. Freeman commits the foul. That's number 3 on him. Let's get Stephen Favors back in. And matchup-wise, let's have Favors guard Puckett. No, Nick O'Connor guard Puckett. Stephen Favors guard. This guy, 16-point gem, largest lead of the night. I seem to be saying that a lot. It's Charles Lake, who has been able to get it going. Duplessis. Pass taken by Favors. Foul. Favors clangs it off the rim, but he's aggressive and draws the foul. Makes the first of 2. And then sinks the second. Not bad, and I don't want Nick to get his 3rd foul, so with this next minute here, Keith Alexander, guarded by Dougie Price, who has played good minutes. Price gets the foul, though. Let's take out Nick and put in Bobby White. And offense, let's look for 3s a little bit. As he sinks both. Alexander now with 9. And we got to get back in this thing. We're down 16. I don't want to start chucking 3s, but if we have one. White puts it up and he's blocked. Duplessis gets the board. To Doug Price at the top of the key. Let's see if he likes that look. He does. Off the mark. Missed another 3. Momentum is way in San Francisco's way. That's the highest I've ever seen it. At their home court. Red. Dougie Price on the defense. Shoots over him. Charles Lake gets the board. 2 for 1. Lake puts it up. Offensive rebound. Favors gets the pass in the corner. Works baseline. Doug Price, let's see if he likes that. 3D all over him. Lets it go. Favors offensive rebound. Pass over to Charles Lake, and it sails out of bounds. So good rebounding, but can't convert. I should have got like a different look out there for this last possession. Keith Alexander. Hopefully it doesn't cost me. Duplessis, it might cost me right here. Nope. O'Bannon with the ball. One of my favorites. Charles Lake intercepts it and goes the distance. Gets it to Bobby White, who puts it in. And it ends at a 14-point game with us with a little momentum. Not a bad half. All things considered, they did beat us in the paint by 4. Only 2 second chance points for them. That's where we got to keep it good. But yeah, I mean, not a terrible half, considering we got nothing from Waylon George, nothing from Charles Lake, and nothing from Jovan Mitchell. Yeah, we're still in this thing. Freeman has 3 fouls. We have to watch that. He's given us 2 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. Nick, of course, has been shining. 8 points for him with a rebound and assist. 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal for Charles Lake. No points, though. Waylon George hasn't done anything but play defense and grab the board. Favors has been good again. 4 points, 1 offensive rebound, 5 boards total. 2 turnovers. Of course, Joel Boone, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Even an offensive one, but 4 turnovers. We have to watch that. Dougie Price was good. 2 points. He was aggressive. Bobby White was good. 5 points, 2 boards. Duplessis, 5 points, a turnover, 2 rebounds. 1 of 6 from the field. And Jovan Mitchell only took 1 shot. Only played 5 minutes, so let's see how we're going to start this second half. We're going to put Nick at the center. Brandon Freeman there. I'm going to try a different look instead of Waylon George. Well, I don't think Bobby White knows the offense all that well, does he? He's not that proficient on defense. No, he doesn't know. He's not that proficient on offense. It's a good guy to have out there, though, compared to Waylon George. If we look at Waylon George, get a better kind of grip of how our team is. Waylon, okay. He's more effective in the attacks and defensively. Let's leave Waylon out, try to get him going. Now for our offense, we'll run the flex to start. Favor outside, give a little more freedom, crash those boards. Defense, man-to-man. Keep the intensity as it is, pick up full court a little bit more. And we'll try to crash the boards a little bit more. Matchups, let's get Nick guarding Rob English and Freeman guarding Justin Quick. Maybe with all these different matchups and stuff I made, we'll have a better half. We get the ball. And Joel Boone starts getting it to Nick, top of the key. Brandon Freeman to Boone. Referee warns Brandon Freeman. There's Nick down low, makes a move, fancy dribbling, puts it up and in, throws down a monster dunk. 12-point game. Oh, they break the press, and they throw down a jam at the other end. Justin Quick. 14-point game. They're in a 3-2 zone. Trying to shut down any 3-point shots. Charles Lake is blocked. Nick Stanfield gets the board. Justin Quick, of course, was there. He's been great for them. 9 points, a block, 2 steals, 2 assists for Justin Quick. Quick here guarded by Freeman. See if we can play some good defense. Nick Stanfield gets it, puts up a shot, and drains a 3. 17-point gem. They're just more talented than us. There's Nick again. He's been aggressive. Waylon George trying to get it going. To Charles Lake. Freeman down on the block. Baseline. Brandon Freeman takes a shot. His first of the game. No good. Justin Quick with his first rebound to add to his stat sheet. Here he is on offense. Alvin Barker, guarded by Boone. Pass taken by Roberts. He's been quiet. But they still have a 17-point lead. But Waylon George has done a good job on him. Boone on defense. Roberts again. George is there, and he shoots right over him. How in the world did he get that one to fall? 19-point game. I might have to turn the offense to look for threes. There's a steal stolen from Freeman, and Roberts called for a charge. That's pretty good. Let's try to look for some threes here to get back in this. Joel Boone to Nick. Back to Freeman. We're running the flex. Waylon George from Lake. Out to Boone. That's taken by Freeman. Waylon George shoots. Didn't get a really good look at it. Gonna work the ref a little bit. I'm ignored. Free ignores Joel Boone. Our guys are not really happy. Bob English puts up a shot and drains the triple. Why not? 22-point game. Let's call it a 30-second timeout. Oh, man. I'm going to go immediately to White and Jerron Duplessis. And Freeman has 2 assists, 2 rebounds, a steal. Only 1 turnover. We'll leave Freeman out there. I'm going to scream at the entire team. Players are tuning you out. Let's run a pick and roll with Joel Boone and Nick O'Connor. Nick gets in the pick and roll. And a foul on Quick, number 3 on him. That's a good sign for us. Back to Boone. Jerron Duplessis with it. We're looking for threes. Freeman. Bobby White, top of the key. Back to Duplessis. Joel Boone. Duplessis. Nick on the block. Back to Freeman. Someone's got to shoot. It's going to be Freeman probably. Makes a move. And drains it. It's good. 2-pointer for Freeman. Daniels puts it up and in. Michael Daniels has 9. Nick Stanfield is crushing us. 14 for him. Freeman with the ball. Let's see if he can get something going. Back to Boone. They're in man-to-man. We're not running a set, but Boone puts it in from downtown. No, they're not running a set. So maybe we have to pay more attention to how the offense runs when we're running sets versus how when we're not. Because Joel Boone just hit a 3 when we're not running a set. Here's Stanfield. Marcus Roberts, guarded by Bobby White. Daniels. Freeman is there, and traveling called on Freeman. And we have a little bit of momentum. Would be nice if we can capitalize on it. We're not running a set again, and a horrible pass by Boone. His 5th turnover. I'm going to leave him out there. Half-court trap. Can't wait till we get better at that, and we start forcing real turnovers in the future. Roberts with the ball. Work the ref a little. Ooh, Brandon Freeman, his 2nd steal. White bricks the jam, but he's foul number 3 on Barker. Sweet alley-oop pass by Freeman. I like this lineup. Bobby White misses, though. And sinks the 2nd. It's an 18-point game, which is where it's been the second half, first 5 minutes. They're not running a set now. Stanfield with it. Stanfield puts up a shot, rattles home the 3-ball. 21-point gem. We're not running a set now. Here's Boone. Roberts whistle for the foul, number 3 on him. We'll take it. Comes Boone. We're not running a set. Gets it to Nick. Nick puts up a shot, clangs it off the rim, but nice to see him shooting. 21-point game, biggest lead of the night. Here's Daniels down low. Taken by Stanfield. Jerron Duplessis whistled for the foul. Number 2 on him. It's our first foul of the half, though. We have them in fouls, but Stanfield, let's work the ref a little. Got warned. Stanfield missed, but Nick gets the board. Maybe I distracted him on that shot. We're not running a set again. Pass taken by White. Freeman arguing with the ref. Let's see if Boone can get another 3 to go. Nick on the baseline. Jerron Duplessis in the corner. Nice pass by Nick. 2-man game. Duplessis at the elbow. To Nick. Joel Boone. Someone's got to shoot. Joel Boone. Freeman. Bobby White. 5 on the shot clock. Duplessis in the corner. 2. 1. Duplessis makes a move. Shoots a mid-range jumper. I got warned. 21-point game. Joel Boone whistled for the foul. Number 2 on him. We're going to live and die with this lineup. No one else is really playing good. I guess Steven Favors can come in. And a travel on English. I don't want to get rid of Freeman, though. Or Bobby White. Steven Favors. Do the darker shades of green, what do they mean? I mean, that means he's a little winded. I can't tell. Those two look different. Maybe Duplessis is more full. Yeah, that's all that means, I guess. We're going to bring in Favors for Freeman because, whoops, Nick to the 4, but we want Nick to guard Rob English and Joel Boone, 7 points, but 5 turnovers, 4 rebounds. Yeah, we're gonna go turn the pace up a bit, crash the boards a bit more offensive freedom. Here's Bobby White in the corner. Duplessis, we're not running any set. Joel Boone. Joel Boone takes a shot, gets a good look. We're going to press more full court, turn up the intensity a bit. Perez puts up a shot. Favors with his 6th rebound. Very nice. Jerron Duplessis. Pass taken by Favors. We're running the flex. Favors with a nice crossover. Gets a good look, but can't get the jumper to fall. 21-point game. It's a learning experience every game. Referee listens to Joel Boone. Good job, Joel. Alvin Barker. And I'm learning with the matchups. Made it look easy shooting over Boone. But I'm working the matchups to where Nick O'Connor won't get in foul trouble, and that's how we avoid foul trouble. Put the guys who are in foul trouble on the non-offensive guys. Like English, he's not that offensive, so that's working for us a lot. O'Connor gets to the rim. I don't want to get warned again. Nick O'Connor leads us with 12. Barker with the ball, guarded by Boone. Scott Perez. Duplessis is there. Barker again in the corner, might shoot over Boone. Rob English. Nick is on the defense. Good defensive possession here. Daniels. Back to Barker. Will he shoot over Boone? Alexander. And it was kicked, which resets the clock to 20. Back comes the offense. Daniels guarded by Favors. Barker. Playing good D here. don't really have a crazy scoring threat. Barker, nice crossover. Boone's there. Forces the miss. O'Connor with the defensive board. Trying to push into this lead. Nick has the ball. He rarely shoots threes. I think he's taken 1 3 all season, actually. Boone finds Bobby White in the corner. White takes a shot. Misses. We got a good look at it. Daniels down low. Favors is there. Attacks the rim. Gets by Favors. And throws down a monster dunk. Michael Daniels making it happen. Nice play by him. 23-point game. Javon Duplessis. We're running the flex. Here's Stephen Favors. Nick at the top of the key. He's got a good outside shot. Duplessis works the ball with some nice ball handling, and he's blocked by Scott Perez. Gonna work the ref again. Gets ignored. English takes a shot over Nick. Nick grabs the board. Outlet pass to Joel Boone. We're just not able to do much against their defense. Bobby White shooting 26% from the field. That's been a problem. Favors. White with the ball. We're 3 for 15 from downtown. Here's Favors. Back to Bobby. Perez whistle for the foul. Oh, man. 10 minutes left. Let's get Javon Mitchell in there for fresh legs. These guys have done nothing in their minutes. And Doug Price. And switch it up, Doug Price for Bobby White. I don't know. Entire team show concern. Show some signs of life. Let's set up a three-pointer. Javon Mitchell to Doug Price. Comes Javon Mitchell. Gets it to Dougie. Doug Price from the wing. Off the mark. Michael Daniels, his 7th board to go with 11 points. They're running the flex now. Stanfield shoots. Favors with the 7th board. He's been all over the defensive boards. Javon Mitchell comes down. Back to Dougie Price. Pass taken by Mitchell in the corner. Price down low. Looking to be aggressive. To Duplessis. We're not running a set. Foul. And it hits the iron and bounces off. And at least someone's shooting. Duplessis is 1 for 8, but he's continuing to shoot. And hits them both. It's up the intensity defensively. Get that full court. And Mitchell commits the foul. Number 2 on him. And a terrible pass over the head of Stanfield. Back we come. I'm still looking for threes because we're down 21. We're not running a set. Duplessis. It's White in the corner. White makes a move to the top of the key but cannot get it to go. 17 of 5 for Nick Stanfield, the shooting guard. We're 3 of 16 from downtown. Javon Duplessis commits the foul. Just by Doug Price commits the foul. It's number 2 on him. Next will be in. Oh no, we're not in the penalty yet. Still have a foul to give. 9 minutes left in the half. Down 21. Nick Stanfield with the brick, but it's knocked out of bounds by the defense. Come on, guys. Stanfield, Duplessis is there. Takes another shot, misses, and Duplessis gets the long rebound. Passes it over to Javon Mitchell. Pass taken by Duplessis, who's 1 for 8 from the field. Javon Mitchell has only taken 1 shot, I think. Doug Price, we know he'll shoot. Javon Mitchell in the corner. Nice pass by Price. Roberts with the foul. And we're in the bonus. Shoot 1 and 1. Mitchell misses it. Puckett with the ball. Daniels down low. He's been magnificent. Alexander has put in 9, 2 rebounds. Stanfield, though, leads the way with 17. It's Red. Try to work the up. Oh, can't handle the pass from Stanfield. 8 minutes left, down 21. Let's get Bobby White is playing well, so is Favors. Let's get Nick in for Doug Price and move White to the 3. Javon Mitchell continues not to do anything, so let's just throw back in Joel Boone and try to make a little push here. Could take a full timeout. Once we come across half court, I'll take a full timeout. Joel Boone took a shot first, can't find the mark, and timeout. Let's motivate the team. Entire team show concern. Some signs of life. Let's get a pick and roll with Boone and Nick O'Connor. I think it's their turn. Oh no, it's us. They knocked it out of bounds. Here comes Joel Boone. Kicked by the defense. So we're going to ride this lineup. See how it goes. Joel Boone to Bobby White. And it's not going to count. Traveling's called on White. Defense, let's fall back into a 2-3 zone. See what happens. Bennett to Red. They're 6 of 21 from the line. From 3-point line. Bucket down low. Favors is there. Bucket gets by Favors, which a lot of people do. It scores. 23-point gem. Now, if we wanted to put Tim Jones in, he'd be a more defensive option for Stephen Favors. If that became like a big problem. But it's just enough of a problem to hurt us. 25-point gem. Largest lead of the night. 7 minutes left in the half. White with the ball makes a move off the dribble. Puts it up. I want to work the ref too. Nice move by Bobby White. Aggressive maneuver. 23-point game. Bennett puts up a shot. O'Connor with his 5th board. He's been good for us. Gets it back to Bobby. Ooh. And a foul. So they're in the bonus. Bobby White will shoot free throw. Makes the first of the 1-and-1. Looks to get in double digits. And does. Knocks them both down. Has to lead to 21. So if we're going to make any kind of push, it's got to be like right now. 2-3 zone has confounded them a little bit. Fancy dribbling. Boone is there. He still gets it to go. Gets it to fall. Gregory Bennett heating up. We're not running any set. Bobby White. Jerron Duplessis. Dribbling. Goes to the hole. Pulls up. Off the mark. He's now 1 for 9. But at least he's being aggressive. We'll take it. We got nothing from nobody else. Alexander with the brick. Joel Boone is 5th board. The smallest guy on the field. On the floor. It's Bobby White. Nick. Nick down on the block. Looks to make a move. Gets it to Duplessis. We're clearly not running a set. Bobby White. Makes a move off the dribble. Pulls up. Almost gets it to go. And, defensive foul. And our guys are tired. And we're down 23. Let's get Waylon Georgian. And let's get Brandon Freeman in. Favors, so push Freeman. Nick to the 5. Freeman, White, George Boone. Matchups. Yeah, you don't want Nick to guard Justin Quick. That makes all the difference, guys. Plus, we can double, too. I have to keep that in mind. And Bobby White knocks down his 11th point of the game. Make that 12. He's been great. 12 points, 2 rebounds, and assists for Bobby White. The junior, I think. Nick had a shot there in the 2-3 zone. They're not exactly busting it so far. Quick here could shoot right over Boone. Down to Puckett. O'Connor's there. Alexander. Scores 21. Lead is 21. Great defense. One on the shot clock. They have to shoot. Brandon Freeman gets the board. Outlets to Joel Boone, who's ahead of the pack. And finds Nick down low. Nice pass by Boone. Back to Boone. Joel Boone can't get the 3 to go. Work the ref a little. Joseph Red. Right at the top of the key. Barely grazed the rim. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. 21-point game. Bobby White needs a breather. Nobody has really done anything, so let's put in, I don't know, just bring Charles Lake in, put Wayland to the 3, and go with this unit. Just run call a 30-second timeout and run a play. Motivate the team. Entire team show concern. Let's run a 3-pointer. Charles Lake guard. No, Joel Boone handling. No, let's make it Nick O'Connor. Let's try something different. Getting it to Charles Lake for a 3. Let's try that. See how we run that play. Nick gets the inbounds pass. Gets it to Charles Lake. Nice play. Charles Lake shoots and drills the trifecta, assisted by Nick. Nick's a great passer. And it's an 18-point game, closest it's been in a long time. Lake guarding Red, takes his man off the dribble. They're right there on D. Joel Boone with this 6th board to go with 7 points. Boone rushing it across. O'Connor with the ball. Joseph Red picks off the bad pass. Nick's first turnover. Justin Quick to Alexander. Boone is there. He shoots over him and made it look easy. 20-point game. Wait, I can call a play here? I don't think so. Freeman, 3-pointer. Nick. Charles Lake. They called a set play. I don't know if they're running it. Brandon Freeman gets to Waylon George in the corner. Freeman with the ball. Doesn't look like they're going to run that play. Back to George. George has put up a goose egg this game. Makes a move. Joel Boone. Freeman. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Waylon George. Puts up a 3. Can't find it. Joseph Red brings it back across. And we're going to throw in the towel here in a second, probably. Lewis Puckett. But at least we learned how to stay out of foul trouble. A bit. Red puts up a shot. Beautiful looking 3-pointer. Ref listened to Joel Boone. Let's try to run Joel Boone to Charles Lake 3-pointer and see if I can actually call set plays during the game like that. Kicked by the defense. I didn't know if I could. Let's see if they run that. Joel Boone gets into Charles Lake. I can run plays during the game. I haven't been checking that. Charles Lake with a beautiful 3-pointer. Cuts it to 20. I didn't know I could run plays if I leave this menu open. I can call plays during the game. That is so cool. I had no idea. And, 20-point gem here. Roberts can't get it to go. Gets the board. Well, we held Roberts to 5 points, but Stanfield, Quick attacks the rim. Quick has been good. He's been quiet in the second half, but yeah, if I leave this strategy open, it occasionally gives me a chance to call a play. I'm not sure how the frequency of that works. There's Nick. To Freeman, it's all over but the ice bath here. Lake attempts to drive. He's starting to heat up. Justin Quick grabs the board. So, another pretty cool game though. It's still very fun. We don't get the win. O'Connor gets the board. But we learn. Blake with the ball. Waylon George. Dishes to Brandon Freeman. And Rob English whistle for the foul. Brandon will shoot 2. Just padding stat lines at this point. Makes them both. At least we hit our free throws this game. That's a good thing. We hit like 21 of 23 from the free throw line, but only shot 26%. Much to their defensive prowess of the Noblemen. Played a very noble game. Winston. Red going to the basket and shoots it and scores. Buries the J. See, I can't call plays all the time. I don't know. George with the ball. And I can only shoot so many. George finally gets a 3 to go. I only have 3 options. It's weird. I guess there's not a live play calling feature. Joel Boone still arguing with the refs. Milton lets it go. Nick gets his 7th board. Passes to Joel Boone. It's going to be too little too late as we're down 19. Boone gets it. I know we were looking for the 3 a lot. That's because we were down big. So Lake hits another 3. If only we could get this going a little earlier. Cut it to 16. And that'll do it. Winston misses. Nick gets his 8th rebound, and we lose to San Francisco Noblemen 76-60. But the good news is that our next game is at home. It is indeed at home. So our first home game of the season is coming up. All this time and no home games. We played them much closer in the second half. It was just that first half that killed us. Nick had 12 and 8 with 3 assists. Played great. Played pretty well. Waylon George hit that 3 at the end. Brandon Freeman, 4 points, but doing it in other areas. 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Joel Boone, the smallest guy, almost led us in rebounds. He had 6. Favors had 7 boards. Charles Lake ended up getting 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, and started heating up late. 3 for 3 from downtown. Jaron Duplessis was a little icy, just scored 7, but grabbed 3 boards, including 1 offensive. Was 1 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Bobby White played great, 12 points to tie it for us for the lead in scoring, plus 2 boards and an assist. Hit his free throws 5 for 6. So did Duplessis. So did Joel Boone. Yeah, we hit our free throws this game. Doug Price put into Javon Mitchell was scoreless in his 7 minutes. Just didn't show any aggressiveness to get anything going. So on their end, Alexander off the bench with 11. He shot well, 4 for 6 from the field. Daniels, 11 points, 7 rebounds, a steal, and assist. Oh yeah, and I have to highlight a little bit the 5 turnovers from Joel Boone. Yikes. And also, Quick was great in the first half, quieted in the second. Stanfield was 17. He was 6 for 16, 3 of 11 from downtown, plus 6 boards, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. And it was, everybody chipped in a little. 7 for Red, 5 for Roberts. We held him in check. 2 for 8 from the field, only 22 minutes, but he just wasn't needed. So that'll do it for this one. Oh, points in the paint. They doubled us. That's not good. Fast break points, they beat us. But I thought we were doing better in the first half on the points in the paint. The second half, again, it got a little out of control. So I want to thank you for joining me, though, guys. It's so fun. Losses and all. We're like 1-9, but I don't really care. It's all good. I hope to see you in the next one, our first home game, guys, where hopefully we could get a win, being at home against Florida Gulf Coast or something like that. Florida National, something like that. Should be fun. We'll check their scouting report next time. We'll solidify our practice plan for the upcoming week. We'll even check recruiting and maybe some meetings as well to tell some guys to play differently. We'll see. So lots of fun. 1-9. It's a tough start, but still have 100% job security. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please smash that like button. It helps the channel a lot, lets me know that you like it. Also, if you want to leave a comment, feel free. I do try to read them and respond at times. And also, if you're new, feel free to subscribe. I invite you to. If you like this sort of content, check me out next time. We're going to come back with our first home game. So until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Thanks again so much for joining me. If you watch the whole game, if you enjoy this kind of thing, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.